Yeah.
A part of the movement, nigga. A part of fucking highly dysfunctional. The world is highly dysfunctional. How you gonna judge us, nigga?
I
We
know.
are who we are, and we are you, nigga. We are Americans, nigga. We are highly dysfunctional because of you, nigga. This is the story, nigga. And y'all have made us, and y'all have made us, and we are not responsible by ourselves for our behavior, nigga. We have learned from the best. We have learned from America. Shout out to the real, highly dysfunctional, fourth episode of our podcast today. And today I'm just do something a little bit different. You know, no cast members, no interviews. I'm just gonna ride this thing solo. America's out of control. America's lawless, people. Just take a look around. Do anybody know what the fuck is really going on? Do you know what's going on? I really don't. I don't even know what our president is doing. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what Black Lives Matter is doing. I don't even know what that's all about. Do they just march around? Are they really trying to do something positive in the community? What are they really doing? Where are the funds going? Let's talk about everything. Let's talk about everything. America's out of control, and we have to be careful. We have to police ourselves. We're in a stage, we're in life where people just think that we can do anything now without consequences. The government is operating without consequences. Our president is just rogue right now. Like, what the fuck? He's threatening not leaving. We don't know if our votes are gonna count. It's crazy because you need citizens of America, rich people, to rent out facilities for people to vote. We gotta police the government. And it's just funny that, the Democrats, they care so much about the voting process. But why are they not doing this? Why is Hillary Clinton not buying our facilities, making sure people vote? I got to give it to Mayor Bloomberg. I don't care about his motives. You know what I'm saying? I'm all with the petty. I'm all with the petty. When he he paid those fines for those felons out there in Florida, that was a big deal. That was a big deal. And people always want to find something wrong with something. He still did it. He still did it, and he donated $100 million to Joe Biden campaign because he's all for the petty. Because Donald Trump killed him. He destroyed Mayor Bloomberg. We thought Mayor Bloomberg was the savior, and he destroyed Mayor Bloomberg. But since then, Mayor Bloomberg has been paying it forward and putting his money where his mouth is. Now, should we forgive Mayor Bloomberg? No forgiveness. No forgiveness. No forgiveness. No forgiveness. No forgiveness.
Because when he was mayor, he wasn't as forgiving. He was a part of the stop and frisk. He was a big contributor to.
He scaled back though. People can learn though. People can learn. And then you got, this is the entertainment news real quick. Entertainment news. This is just injustice in America. America's out of control. Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion. And I'm not going to talk about their incident, but I'm just talking about it from a black man and black woman standpoint. You know what I'm saying? We are divided. Here we are getting killed in the country. Black men are getting killed in the street. Black women are getting killed in their beds. And here we are trying to decide who is less protected. We're both unprotected. And we need to stand together and stop fighting each other. And that's just a big deal. But then you got Rick Ross. Rick Ross then chimed in and attacked Tory Lanez. But listen. Like Tory Lanez said, I'm not convicted yet. Stop charging me off of what people said. You know what I'm saying? So he deserves a fair shake. Now, I'm not saying something didn't happen. I'm not saying nothing happened. Whatever he did is still fucked up because who pulls the gun out on the woman? You know what I'm saying? But we don't know what the fuck happened. We obviously can see both of these motherfuckers are spinning it for whatever, publicity or whatever the case is. Sympathy, you know what I'm saying? Meg Thee Stallion got some big, ugly feet anyway. She wears size 12. Did you see those dogs? Word, she gotta take a picture from the ankle up. Them feet, word, she wears size 15. That shit is Shaq foot. Shaq foot. You know what I'm saying? Been a long story about that, but Rick Ross chimed in, and he should talk. He says he doesn't hire women. You know what I'm saying? He got sued for, rape and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? He got dropped because he said he's dropping Molly and women's drinks. You know what I'm saying? He disrespects his baby mother by calling her fat. You know what I'm saying? All type of emotional abuse there. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't even defend his own baby mothers because all his baby mothers come from him. And I'm not What I'm trying to say is he shouldn't be judging nobody. He shouldn't be judging nobody. I know everybody's innocent to proven guilty, so we say, but that's rarely the case in America. You guilty and you got to prove you're innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. And that's the thing. But Rick Ross should know better. He over here meddling in people's business, and Tory Lanez pointed out how he started tagging his sponsorship and the things he was saying. And that's what a lot of celebrities are doing. They're using the platform for views and likes. You know what I'm saying? They're using the Breonna platform to sound good, to get attention. You know what I'm saying? And behind closed doors, they're doing a whole bunch of other shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. It's just crazy how America is out of control. And I just want the people not to get distracted with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Black men and black women have wronged each other, and we need to stand together. We need to stand together. But we're not going to judge a love relationship. Love is out of control and it's emotional. And we're not going to judge that. Stop putting that into the black man and black woman debate. Them two motherfuckers are crazy. You know what I'm saying? And black men rap about trashing women, and women, just like Megan Thee Stallion, raps about trashing men. So on both sides it needs to stop. And in times like this, you would think that we'd be coming together. You know what I'm saying? But here we go with that slave Willie Lynch mentality, still trying to see who's better and get one up on each other. You know what I'm saying? Competing. Now we're competing and who's getting killed more out here. You know what I'm saying? Who's protected more out here? Who's protected less out here? You understand what I'm saying? And both of us, and a lot of us come from families and backgrounds where family didn't even know, you know what I'm saying, about anything about sticking together and nurturing healthy relationships and learning how to talk and communicate and be into it and handle emotional stuff. We didn't come from families that taught shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We come from families that told us to hide our pain and get over it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. That's where we come from. That's where our black people come from. You know what I'm saying? We don't protect mental health vets. So we are grown men, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to operate in relationships and don't know how. Don't really know how. And the media doesn't make it better. And the things that we portray and the lies, you know, say the myths about love, relationships, and marriage are being put out there. And look at us. Look at us. Everything is high in America. Corona's high. We're the worst now. You know what I'm saying? It's approaching 200,000. And Donald Trump is sitting there like on a podium, like talking shit. That's what he do. He be holding rallies, just popping shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, 200,000, the China virus. Before the China virus, the unemployment rate was so low. I helped more black people than any other president since Abe Lincoln. But, you know, the Democrats won't tell you that. The Democrats won't tell you that. Donald Trump is a funny motherfucker. He's just up there tooting his own horn while the country is fucking falling apart. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, what the fuck is he getting? Now, power is a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous stuff. It's just like views and likes. And we see people on the internet talking about kids. I seen adults, I don't know what's the word, where you prostituting your kid out here for likes, dressing them in skimpy clothes for likes. Ugly women do this the worst. When they got a cute little kid, they dress them like adults. You got to stop dressing kids like adults. You know, sex trafficking, human trafficking, government, all this shit is tied into one. This is a lawless country due to knowledge on Greece, Rome, Sparta. All powerful countries and powerful dynasties have fallen and went exactly the route they were going, all the way to the times of the Bible. This is a destructive time. And common sense is not common nowadays. You know what I'm saying? When common sense becomes not common, Allah has already said you're in the last days. You are in the last days. That's what the fuck I've been looking at 2020, because 2020 is like, what the fuck? Shout out to Blue Oil, by the way. So let's talk about this guy, Daniel Cameron. That's his name, Daniel, buddy. This guy, Daniel Cameron, who's a attorney general who's overseeing the Breonna Taylor case. But the fucked up shit about this, right, is he is a Trump supporter. And Trump is all with the police. And now everybody's picking sides. When he took his oath to office, he pledged his alliance to the police. His man, what's his name? Mitch McConnell?
McConnell.
Mitch McConnell It's highly dysfunctional. We fuck people's names up on the show. And that's what we do here. So you know who the fuck I'm talking about. Don't be trying to correct me. I done told y'all before. But Mitch McConnell and Daniel Cameron are all in bed together with Trump. Now this is fucked up. There was no way that's supposed to be legal, that they were supposed to even be presiding over this case. Because if a DA or a lawyer knows you, they automatically got to tell the judge, we can't take this case because I know this man.
We're accusing them.
These beliefs and the things they held, they should have been able to oversee the case. For me, that's fucked up, and for me, that's blatant. That's blatant. There was a rumor saying he was dating that Mitch McConnell's granddaughter. Now that's all bullshit. It's still, he's probably definitely a white one, but it's not the granddaughter. That's all bullshit. What he was a lawyer in Mitch McConnell. He was a lawyer advisor to Mitch McConnell. He worked under Mitch McConnell for 2 years. He's a mentor. That's his mentor. So this is all connected. And that's the thing about government. We worried about the presidency and Donald Trump. He must have found the cheat code because who the fuck knew that the president can behave like this? You know what I'm saying? Did you fucking know that? Who the fuck knew you can talk like this? Holy shit. You can pretty much do what the fuck you want.
And to make it worse, Daniel Cameron is an African-American man.
Daniel Cameron is definitely a house nigga working for Trump. Kanye West, all these people are the same. You already seen the memes go around. But that's fucked up. How they allowed these people to preside over this case. So right there, they tell you they don't give a fuck. They do not give a fuck. Look that shit right there. Right there, that was wrong. Now the FBI is going to investigate how they got the warrant. Now check this out. First of all, people say it was a no-knock warrant. It was a no-knock warrant, and it was changed right before they went into Breonna Taylor's house. There was an ambulance. Now, I don't know if that's protocol. But an ambulance is on site before they kicked in the door. They told the ambulance to leave. Now, this is all fucked up from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning. So the judge, and that's the thing, the judge needs to be fucking held accountable for this too. You know what I'm saying? Because then you know if there's a law that say you don't have to knock and announce yourself. You know fucking well they announced themselves. Now this man is on tape, man. Now the truth is the truth. A truth is the truth. If you had a movie and you see this on tape, you hear a man calling, this man called the cops. Now when you call 911, you're calling the cops. This man called the cops, all the cops. And y'all talking about, oh, the cops are justified because he shot at them. This is obviously a man trying to protect his girlfriend against an intruder. He's on tape saying, somebody's breaking in my house and shot my girlfriend. This is a man scared for his life. And what do? They charge him with attempted murder. Now, publicity gets to the case, and immediate outrage over the case forces them to drop the charges of attempted murder against him. But, they still charge him with other shit. Then they call the ambulance back, and they left poor Breonna Taylor. Who knows what happened? They all fucking lied. Do we really fucking know what happened? No. But the ambulance came and worked on that cop's leg. And this is why the cop feels this is justified. You didn't do your job. You didn't do your due diligence. And then there's no drugs or nothing on the fucking property. So from what I know, when you get a warrant, you're supposed to have something. You're supposed to know something's in the house when you're doing dangerous shit like this in the middle of the fucking night. Who the fuck would make that legal anyway?
What do they call that? Suspicion?
What? Oh, warrant, how they obtain a warrant. But then here's the kicker. The male people, I forgot his name. I'm gonna get him. He's already on record saying that nobody was investigating. They said that she was receiving packages, but they already said that they wasn't being investigated. So they lied right there. So how did you obtain a fucking warrant? What judge signed off on this type of shit? You see what I'm saying? The whole shit is corrupt. And then we send these cops to the same people that's doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? How can we expect justice? The law is fucking broken. We already see that you can do whatever you want if you're powerful enough. We've seen that with Jeffrey Epstein, Bill fucking Clinton. When is Bill Clinton getting arrested? When is he getting fucking arrested? Is somebody gonna arrest Bill Clinton? Fucking Bill Clinton is over here speaking on behalf of American citizens, and this motherfucker's a cold pedophile. Holy shit! This is fucking America. Known evidence is out there, and fucking Bill Clinton is over there speaking on behalf of the next motherfuckers that's gonna rape this motherfucking country. You know what I'm saying? Now check this out. Injustice in America. Injustice in America, and America is highly fucking dysfunctional. Highly fucking dysfunctional. These people in government, this is what I'm saying. Mitch McConnell, these motherfuckers hold these positions. For 50 years, they done made the government a family business. They done made the government a business of robbing the fucking citizens of America. This is business. They are passing this shit down, and here we are, worried about Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B. And that, what's that, the WAP? What's that called?
WAP.
That WAP? Shout out to the WAP, though. Shout out to the WAP. You know who really got WAP? Big girls got WAP. They got the WAP. They pussy get wet. Highly dysfunctional. Back to what I'm saying, though. Donald Trump is on record praising Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump, what's her name? Maxwell, what's her name? Maxwell, the girlfriend that's in custody right now in the feds. Well, Jeffrey Epstein's girlfriend.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, see, we fuck names up on Highly Perfection. I would have called her Giselle. Giselle Maxwell. Fuck that. I name anybody with your name. If I can't read it, I'm calling you something else. But anyway, he's on record wishing her well. But when George Floyd and these people die, he calls them thugs. He calls them nasty names. But when white people, they're nice people. The cow, what's the guy, the 17-year-old kid? You ain't gonna tell me that wasn't a plant? I wouldn't be surprised if he's not even in jail right now. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in another country right now. Because I'm telling you, they sent him to do that. Anybody that can walk through the police after shooting motherfuckers without being touched, man, holy shit, that's amazing. And this is blatant. This is blatant. The injustice in America, the racism is blatant now. So it's just like, what is the government? What is the law? You know what I'm saying? Did anybody really got to follow the law? We just know they can just do, they're real selective of who they want to arrest. People in charge of the country are known fucking pedophiles. This nigga, what's his name? Joe Biden, his son, Hunter fucking Biden, is seen giving money to people that's involved in other countries with prostitution and human trafficking. What the fuck is human trafficking? Who trafficking the humans? You know what I'm saying? This is real. These are people involved. This is information. There's so much information out here that the fake news and now everything is fake. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what to believe no more. Hunter Biden is associated with fucking human trafficking. And his father is next up to be the president. And this is the best we fucking got. This is the best we got. And this is why I'm telling people, Mitch McConnell, they hold these positions for years, and it doesn't even matter if they do a good job or not. It doesn't even matter. Shouldn't it be based on your performance?
Well, it's supposed to be, but it's the people who vote for them that keep them in office. So when you don't vote, that's how they're able to live their legacy in government. And then that's why it's so difficult to get laws changed and to do what's right for the people, because they have that slave mentality from their grandfather's grandfather, because nobody's voting or people don't have the accessibility to be able to register to vote. That's why that big push from Diddy back in the day, and now a big push now, because of the injustices and needing to get not just people like the president out of office, but local government. You got to start with your local government. You got to pay attention. Who's your mayor? Who's your town superintendent? Like, those things matter, because those people get those positions, which lead them right into government offices for 35 years.
And this is a fact. And that's what I want to tell people. We got to start getting on, because I didn't even know that these government positions was even, I didn't even know this shit was a job growing up, because our people didn't know shit like this. Our people didn't know, my parents didn't know shit like this. You know what I'm saying? They are just raising kids in blind faith. You know what I'm saying? They raising some blind faith, doing the best they can. You know what I'm saying? So the whole system is broken, and we have to start implementing our people into these positions. Smaller government, and this is going to take years and hundreds of years to do, and it might not be in my time. If there is going to be a time, and we're not heading towards the end, we all will be living in a bubble soon. Shout out to Playoff Pete. I'm a Lakers fan, but yeah. So that's the thing. We all got to get into these positions of government, and we got to start filling these positions because it's all connected. You see who presided over this case? These people shouldn't even been allowed. They're all in alliance. They're all pledged in alliance to go picking sides. And we already seen America want everything to count more than black people. All lives matter. Blue lives matter. Dogs motherfucking matter. But black people don't. And in turn, the symbol, Black Lives Matter, because I'm black and I do matter, they don't turn that into a symbol of hate. Just like the Ku Klux Klan mask. How did the mask of Black Lives Matter turn into the KKK, a symbol of hate, like the KKK? How did that happen? How did we allow that to happen? And it's all connected, because Mitt Romney, you know, he supports Black Lives Matter. We've seen him marching. But see, these government companies, you know, everything is spearheaded by corporations. And these corporations are doing a lot of foul shit, and including who's in charge of Black Lives Matter. But I say that just to connect all of us. I don't give a fuck about who's in charge of the movement. I'm black, and I matter until we find something cooler to say that unites us all as one. That's what it's all about. And we got to stop arguing about the differences and work on what we do agree on. It's just like in a relationship. If you look for wrong, you'll find wrong. And because we all can be wrong. But let's start working on what we do agree on. What we do stand is we tired of getting killed in the street, and we tired of these cops getting away with it. These cops got away with murder. It was all fucked up from the top down. And on another note, we got, what's his name? Muhammad Noor, right? Muhammad Noor, black officer, was called to the scene of a crime of a sexual assault. While him and his partners in a car, a white woman came to the side of the car in the middle of the night and made a hand gesture. He got scared and shot her ass. Bang! He got 12 years immediately. You know what I'm saying? And he's pleading. He didn't plead for his life. He said he's sorry. He was so remorseful. There was no hate. He wasn't trying to keep his job. It was so passionate what he said. He said, I'm going to see her face every time I close my eyes. And I'm so sorry. He made a mistake and he admitted it. These people, these white supremacists are, when we go through their background, we see they're racist. We see that they have connections to all type of KKK shit. We see racist posts. These are the people holding these positions, and we got to weed them out.
I think what's scary about
Speak up.
I think what's scary about Muhammad Noor is that he's trained to say, I feared for my life. Mm-hmm. But in that instance, he really feared for his life because he couldn't see her from the frontal vision.
He just seen a hand.
From the peripheral view.
Right. Right.
So he used his training and did what he was supposed to do based on his job.
Based on his job.
What they always quote as fearing for their life. They suffocate George Floyd, put him on the ground, they fear for their lives.
Yeah.
That guy back in Long Island or Staten Island with the chokehold.
Yeah.
They feared for their lives.
Eric Garner?
Yes, they feared for their lives. So that's a constant conversation that police are having to get out of these crimes.
Yeah, and that's all they got to say. But this black man killed, and I ain't gonna slide, this woman is blonde hair, blue eyes, from the Caucasus Mountains. Straight up. And I'm not trying to disrespect her. And I'm not even trying to help the police cause in this. My thing is, justice was swift, and this guy was apologetic. These cops are campaigning for their jobs, suing the city for firing them. You know what I'm saying? Sending out letters, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. They're not even remorseful for what they're doing. This guy, Muhammad Noor, was so remorseful. I would have felt bad sitting this guy in jail. What about the girl? What's the What about the woman that killed she killed the black man, right? She went to jail. And the judge was combing her hair in court.
Oh, I never heard that.
What story is that? Look that up for me. We'll come back to that. But anyway, injustice in America all the way down because the cops, the sergeant, somebody is okay in this. And they need the police. That's all. You have to have a board. You can't have cops on the board because cops want to protect other cops. They run around like a gang. And let me tell you something. All the way down. And when you got a background, when you got a felon, when you got things like that, nobody cares. And it goes down in the correction facilities too. These correctional officers are in prison killing people, and nobody cares because nobody cares about people in prison. So we have to bring awareness to all of this. We just can't talk about what's going on out here because in prison, it's a real scary thing. I've been tortured in prison. You can look this up. I've been tortured in prison. I don't even know if this is a real term. They call it Chinese torture. Look this up. This is a fact. In below zero temperatures, I was made to hold a metal gate until damn near my hands was about to fall off. Me and a bunch of other people that I did not know.
And now you have permanent arthritis.
Permanent arthritis. I can't be out in cold too long with my hands. They start hurting. And this is for the rest of my life. And they really did this and tried to get away with it. Nobody lost their job. Well, I don't even know if they lost their job. No, they definitely didn't. We definitely sued. We definitely won. These motherfuckers, and we should have got more money now that all this is going on. I want to re-sue the motherfuckers again. They need to take that for the rest of my life.
So the woman in court with the hair combing.
Who'd you kill?
Amber Geyer was sentenced to 10 years for killing her neighbor.
Was the neighbor black?
Yes. And then the black bailiff, the cop in court, starts to comb the woman's hair. The black judge hugs her, and the victim's brother declares forgiveness.
Is she just a regular person? Or is she a cop?
She's a neighbor, a regular person.
And she just killed?
No, I lied. She's a Dallas, Texas police officer.
All right, so yeah, she killed somebody. She got like 10 years, right?
10 years.
She got 10 years, and she got hugged afterwards. And the family, I don't know what they did. They was all passionate. I guess I don't know, they wanted some listen, even the black family, after their brother or whoever got killed, whatever, what was his name? Who did she kill? They had all type of mercy for this white woman.
Botham Jean.
They had so much mercy for this white woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she had some good box or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck that was. They hugged her. The judge hugged her after that. But here it is, Breonna Taylor cannot get justice, and we can't even get people to admit that a fucking crime was committed here. Fucking Charles Barkley and Shaq. Shaq is a cop. He always wanted to be a cop. And he's like a sheriff and shit. And he never says nothing about, you know what I'm saying, black causes. And, you know, these are good people. Shaq is a good guy. He's one of my favorite basketball players. But when it comes to shit like this, he thinks because he got a little sheriff, he got cops friend, a guy like that is supposed to want to make change. They're supposed to want to make change. You should get into that business to make change. You shouldn't be silent on matters like this. She killed O'Neal. She a big ass fucking head. And Charles Barkley's a piece of shit. He's such a piece of shit. He never stops. And that's the thing with Charles. He always got to chime in for the other side. And he's just like, you know, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has an opinion about, you know, what happened. Just shut the fuck up, Charles. Somebody lost their life. We don't need your opinion. This woman was in a bed. Fuck this. And the whole shit was a lie. Period. And we're trying to justify why somebody got killed. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. We got to stop doing that. Life is a life. Death is death. Period. If you kill somebody for no reason, you have to go to jail. You have to be charged for that. Period. 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 We can't even, a grand jury, you can indict a ham sandwich. That's what lawyers will tell you. They'll literally tell you that. One piece of paper will get you indicted. Facts. Nobody has to do anything to get indicted. So this is what indictment is. It just says that a crime was committed. A serious crime was committed. So in this case, with all these lies and all this bullshit, we can't agree that a crime was committed here. At least manslaughter. That's not manslaughter. You kill somebody in the bed, that's not manslaughter. Talk about fucked up. Talk about fucked up. America's fucked up. And nobody cares about us. And we don't care about us. I got a friend, he says, we talk about this black man and black woman thing. And my friend, he always says his mom, he grew up with a bunch of women. And he says, it turned him off for women. You know what I'm saying? And he always says, my mom don't love me. Now, I would say, like, he take care of his moms. They hang with each other, always playing. And he always said, my mom don't give a fuck about me. Period. And this is the thing. And I used to think the same thing with my own mother when I was a kid. Because whenever something happened with these crackers, she never fought as much as I wanted her to fight. You know what I'm saying? It was always, okay for what they did to me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what do you expect them to do to you? You know what I'm saying? When I was fighting and I went to jail and they publicly outed me, she was like, what do you expect them to do? Like, she always like, I deserve whatever I get type shit. And this is a real thing. And these are the parents that I was raised with. And this is a black woman. Now, I love my mother deeply, so I'm not trying to trash her, because everybody's dealing with what they got. But I always wondered what kind of issues did she have to even believe, to say things or believe things like this.
Well, it's systematic racism, and your mom grew up in the South, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
So we have no idea what she experienced. You got to bring her on the show, but I can only imagine that mentality was already in her head, like, be a yes man to the white man.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I believe, because at 16 years old, it's the first time I experienced it. I ain't gonna say the first time, but one of the times I experienced injustice. You can look this up. I was arrested for assault on a police officer. I was 16 years old, and I was living in a neighborhood that was riddled with crime. And there was some gunfire, and the gunfire wasn't in front of my stoop, on my friend's stoop or anything, my family stoop. It was just in the neighborhood somewhere. And, cops are patrolling the area. It's hours went by. And, they're just coming around, trying to see what they can find, fuck with people. So at this time, I come out the house with my book bag, my books, social studies and science and shit. You know what I'm saying? To go home. Now, it's only like 9 p.m., so I'm only 16, so I'm trying to get home. It's a school night. I just came up here to hang with my friends, and now I'm going back home. Because my mom lived in a separate place than where I grew up at. These motherfuckers harassed me because I told them I was waiting for a cab, that I needed to go home. And then grabbed me and hit me right away. And we got to fighting. And, I was so scared because I was only 16. I was really, a lot of times, really not into the law, period. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things I do is because I really believe the shit I'm really believe the shit I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm fighting him, and my cousin Bernie, and Bernie's out there. And he's like, Rob, please let him take you. So I stopped fighting. I let him take me. And we got to stop. Yes, I'm fighting. Yes, I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm fighting because somebody just hit me. You know what I'm saying? So they cuffed me up. They cuff him too. Because he's seen it. They charge him too because they don't want him to be a witness. And back then.
So with no probable cause, they physically assault you.
Right.
A 16-year-old boy outside his family's house.
Right.
And then your cousin, who's in the far distance, is telling you, because of systemic racism, just let them take you, knowing that you didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
And because he spoke up or was like a far potential of being a future witness.
They arrest him too. It's kind of like you with a camera and they arrest that person too. And this is the shit they get away with. And it's like, oh, he had a misdemeanor for assault. It's like, motherfucker, this shit is wrong. This shit is all wrong. You know what I'm saying? All of it. So they arrest him and they whoop my ass all the way to the station. It's to the point they charged with extra felonies because they threw me through a wall. And now I'm destroying government property. That's a felony. They charged me with that. So I kicked it. I'm kicking something cuffed up and you know what I'm saying? After I just had a fight with you guys. So now I'm fighting all the way to the station with cuffs on. So
is what they're saying.
Right. So the case is weak. NAACP, everybody got involved. I had a lawyer, whatever. The lawyer was sitting there like, did you do that? He didn't even really believe it. But when the cop took the stand, it was bullshit. But what I didn't know then, it wasn't that my lawyer was good. It was the fact that what they do to black children and what they do they pacify us. And that's what Donald Trump is trying to do with the Platinum Plan. And fuck that Platinum Plan. It's about how we look at each other and how we feel about ourselves here. And it's not about accepting handouts, it's about taking what's rightfully ours. But back to the story. See, what they do is they charge our young kids with crimes, and then they let you plead something less, so you get it on file. Now I pleaded out, and it was supposed to be sealed and never mentioned again because I was a child. I was a minor.
But tell us why you pleaded out.
I pleaded out because my mother just didn't want to fight. She didn't want to fight. She wanted to give up. Even when I was tortured in prison, my mother didn't want to fight. Didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? She told me to pray to God. I had to call other people to get some help. And this is a fact. And I'm not trying to trash her. I just want people to know that parents have issues too. It's like I'm highly dysfunctional. Parents have issues too, and a lot of black women have issues that they're not addressing. They're not addressing. I'm sorry, Mom. This has turned out to be your segment, but hey, this is my story, and I'm putting it out there. So she didn't want to fight, and I pleaded out to something less because it was sealed, and she just wanted to get it over with. Years later, now I get in trouble for other shit. Every time that shit comes back up. When I step in front of the judge, because I pursue life crime after that. But now every time I see the judge.
Well, you're a reformed criminal now. So
yeah, I'm a reformed criminal. So now when they bring that up, that's the first thing they bring up, even though they're not allowed to use that against me because I was a minor and it's supposed to be sealed, right? But it's never sealed. It's never fucking sealed. It's never sealed. It's only sealed to the public. It's not sealed to the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? They can't use it as far as sentencing you. But they use it for their information, and they use it in your court minutes. They use it in whatever records they have against you. You know what I'm saying? When they profile you, and they spread it to all the other DAs. See, the problem is, you don't have DAs, and all these people get credit for what they do. You get applauded for locking people up. You move up in the ranks for locking people up. Bob Joe arrested 45 people in 81. So we can't get mad now, because that's how we encourage them to do. The DA, how many people they locked up. Not if they did the job right. Not if they did their due diligence and did fairness. How much people you locked up? That's it. And they took things away from the judge, like sentencing guidelines. So once you get this is what I say, parents got to stop letting your children cop out to these minor crimes. And now you got a record just to stay out of trouble, because a lot of times these motherfuckers don't have no evidence and don't know what the fuck they doing. And we don't know what we doing, so we copping out the shit. You know what I'm saying? And getting records. And now when you get credit, now you get in trouble, you might get some bullshit. You're automatically going to prison now. Because they're using your indictment against you. They're using your information now you're a 2-time felon. You know what I'm saying? Because you took a felony, but it's supposed to be sealed, because there was no jail time, and you just wanted to get it over with, because black people are scared of what? The criminal justice system. We're scared of cops. We're scared of powerful white people. I remember I was fighting, and I was losing a fight, and my coach was like, don't tell me you're one of these people. He said, have you seen this guy in a bar? You would whoop his fucking ass so fast. Are you scared of white people? And I didn't think about it then, but that is really a thing. People are scared of white people. That's why gang members kill each other, but won't go over there and kill George Zimmerman. Go kill George Zimmerman, motherfucker. You're going to jail anyway, nigga. Do it. If I lived in these times and I was living my life the way I live, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to waste my 10 years killing George Zimmerman. Shout out to him, too. Piece of shit. He's over here signing racist shit, and we let this get away. Rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. Rest in peace, Trayvon. We fuck names up on highly dysfunctional. So this is the injustice in America, man. And America is filthy. The marriage is broken. Families is broken. And the black man and black woman has always been put against us. The child support system is broken. They separated our family, and they got us against each other. You know what I'm saying? Guys against each other. And black men, we are at fault too. We are at fault too. So we got to hold ourselves accountable. We cannot do wrong and say it's okay. And me too. But the system has put us against each other. This is the Willie Lynch theory. You know what I'm saying? They put us on welfare. You know what I'm saying? Then they they make you put your boyfriend on child support. If y'all living together trying to raise a family, y'all don't got two nickels to rub together. You still got to put them on child support. Y'all together, poor, going to the government because you need help. You still got to put them on child support. You got to say who the father is, and you got to put him down, even though he's a loving father. He just don't got no fucking money. And this is the birth of highly dysfunctional. Because I can't help my past. I can't help what I did. I can't help the years I spent in prison. Only thing I can do is live today. I can't change what I did. And this is a message to most kids. You guys, listen. Forget about your past. The only thing you got to do is stop. Don't let people guilt you to hold on to past. To your past are things you did wrong or everybody has done wrong. Don't let the people in your life hold you there. And won't let you forget. Like, motherfucker, I can't get over this shit. We're just going to keep talking about this shit. Here it is. I'm trying to be a whole different person, and I got to keep hearing about this shit. You're going to keep reminding me about my painful past. Now, if you were so bad, you should have left my life. And that's just it. You leave my life. You don't sit here and punish me as I'm trying to excel and become better. Injustice in America. Injustice in America. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm having complications over here. Yeah, man. 164 black people have been killed by cops since the start of 2020. That's a crazy number. And you're going to talk about all lives matter? And if all lives matter, then shit, that still means 164 black people have died by the hands of the police. And this is a job. This is an occupation. When did this shit become personal? How the fuck does it become personal? You're supposed to go there and do your job. But you're bringing your personal views and your values to your job. And that's the problem with the government. These people are holding these positions. They come from old fucking racist family members, have been taught secrets that run government and steal from American taxpayers. That's what they have done. What the fuck they have done? These people have become rich in government. Do you know that baseball, there's only a few baseball teams that make a profit? Do you know baseball? These people got guaranteed contracts, and they don't turn a profit because nobody watches fucking baseball no more. It's not like football every Sunday. It's not even like basketball. Nobody watches fucking baseball. They don't turn a profit. This is a fact. Millions and millions of dollars. Governments have been having ownerships of these teams, hiding money and moving money around, and these teams don't even. How you selling teams for billions of dollars that don't turn a profit every year? Some baseball teams are a dying business selling for billions of dollars. How? The taxpayers, whoever's in that town, pay for the stadium, pay for all of this. They tax you to build stadiums and pay these people millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. And they don't turn a profit. Do you know that? You did know that. See, I was in prison, so I read a lot of shit. So now I'm talking, I'm having flashbacks. And yeah, I'm going to go look up and see what it is today. But this is back then I knew this. But let's get back to it. Injustice in America. Who's this lady about to be judged? Amy?
Yes.
Amy who? Amy Redner? Barrett? Amy Brett? What's her name? You're bad co-host today. Amy Barrett? Who? Let's go. Got about 15 minutes.
Connie Barrett.
Amy Connie Barrett is a Republican who is against Obamacare. So, of course, Donald Trump is going to appoint her. And these are the positions that we got to get our children and our great-great-grandchildren. We got to get these people in these positions. We got to become knowledgeable, and we got to educate our kids about government. Because these motherfuckers that hold these jobs for hundreds, I said hundreds, 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And they make the law, they make the policy. And they can be bought. They can be moved. How are you going to be a judge and have an alliance to a president? A judge is supposed to be free. Supposed to be able to see both parts and judge fairly. You can't be a Republican or a Democrat. You got to be free.
Open-minded.
Open-minded and free, because you can't be bought. So I don't know if they got to make them like they got to live for free so nobody can buy them, but you can't pay judges a wager and then have them in charge of millionaires and billionaires, corporations that's doing shit to make things happen. Keep us sick. Keep us on medicine. Keep us vaccinated with bullshit. This is America. This is fucking America, and that's the hardcore truth. And we can try to ignore it. We can make it about black people. We can make it about white people. Well, fuck that. This is America. America built this shit just like this. This fucked up shit. And just now, we're all waking up, and people are waking up to different parts. All this fucked up. Hey, America, shout out to you. You're fucked up, my nigga. Anyway, so yeah, she's against Obamacare. She wants to get that down. She doesn't want people to get abortions. She's already going to reckon, like, oh, I'm not going to change the law. I'm just going to make it difficult in states that you can play with the law to get abortions in the local states.
Late-term abortions.
Yeah. She does. Basically, she doesn't want motherfuckers. She don't want women's rights. She's against women's rights. She's very submissive to her husband. That's what she says. She says she's a hardcore Catholic. See, this is what you can't have. All this shit is alliance. This is separation. When you start arguing about what's different, black man, black, this is separation. No, we are one. And we have to stand as one. We can have our differences. Highly dysfunctional black people. That's who we are. But we have to have a common goal, and that should be justice and fairness. And fuck that. Reparations, too. They're going to keep empowering their people. That's who these people are. These people are the government. You know what I'm saying? That's who they are. And these motherfuckers are the foulest people. The shit they're doing, Bill Gates, should be underneath earth. Underneath earth. Sometimes you can get so far. You see superhero movies? It's always the superhero trying to stop some motherfucker that got so powerful and strong that now he wants to take over the world. The thing is, they believe they're doing the right thing. Hitler believed he was right. Donald Trump believed he was right. And that's why they gotta be stopped. This is why comic books and superhero movies was made. This is a villain. Donald Trump is an evil villain. He's an evil villain. He must be stopped. Who's gonna be the Avengers and take him down? Jay-Z. I hear you, but when you gonna go kill Zimmerman? He threatened you too. You got $1 billion. You can't pull this off? Give me a fucking break. Rick Ross. Fuck Tory Lanez. Let's get to the real problem. Get to the real problem. Let's deal with the real facts. Let's not talk about that bullshit. These two motherfuckers was in love, beating and fighting one another on drugs and cocaine. With her big ass feet. Hey, shot face down. One more thing. In Justice 2003. This is back when Driving While Black was going on.
This is part of your I Got a Story to Tell.
I got a story called, check it out. We got 12 more minutes of the show, and I'm going to try to hit you with this story. And listen, this is a segment you can call up anonymously, and you can confess and have a be on I Got a Story to Tell. Nobody knows, get to hear your story. I'm saying, call me up at 555-5555. Mind your motherfucking business. Hit me up if you know me and you want to be involved. So, 2003, I was driving while black, and I was going to see somebody. And truth being, and I'm still a troublemaker this time, but now I'm a reformed troublemaker. And you know what I'm saying? I'm a victim of my environment. I'm a victim of circumstance. So I just like most people, we sold drugs. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. I ain't killed nobody. The cops, I see somebody behind me with a light on. I said, looks like a cab. So the area I'm going in, it's a neighborhood. So black cops control the neighborhood. So I go over there, I see him behind me, so I thought at first I was like, I see something. I had a bad feeling, so I wasn't gonna go. Then I said, fuck it. Why should I be scared? I'm not doing nothing. Plus, it's right there. So then I went. Parked the car, went. Nobody was home. Now I'm coming back. So as I'm walking towards the car, the cop is, pull up beside me. It's like, hey, man, I see you driving back there. You ready to come this way? So I'm visiting my friend. What the fuck you talking about? He's like, yeah, there's been some stolen cars in the area. I'm like, yeah, all right. He said, is the car stolen? Now, me, I'm forgetting that I'm a felon at this time, and I shouldn't really be talking to this guy. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I didn't do no fucking wrong besides be black. In a black neighborhood.
Parole or probation?
I'm on parole. And so I'm like, yeah, but he threw me off when he talking about the stolen car, because I know my car ain't stolen. So I say, no, car ain't stolen. He said, well, you mind if I see some registration, whatever? I'm like, no problem. I go to the car. I got drugs in the car. I go to the car, get the registration. I pick up the drugs, and I could have just threw it because it's pitch black outside. And he's sitting in his car. I'm walking, remember? So I could have threw the drugs, but I'm saying I don't want to throw my drugs away. Plus, I'm not in the car, so the drugs is locked. I'm not in the car. If this is the law, how can you go in my car? My car is parked in the fucking driveway. You know what I'm saying? So I put the drugs back down and locked the door. You know what I'm saying? And gave him the registration. So he runs me I'm standing out there waiting for him. We talking, chatting. So he's like, hey, man, you got any guns? I'm like, nah. He's like, yo, man, why don't you just let me search the car? I'm like, nah. I ain't search the car. Well, I got drugs in it. Plus, I'm not in the car.
Well, let me tell your viewers first mistake. First mistake you made was...
Got 9 minutes. Let's go.
First mistake you made was acknowledging that you even knew the car. You shouldn't have even given your registration.
True indeed, but they're questioning me, and we're taught that we have to answer to cops. It's like in prison, you could be right, but then they're going to charge you with not complying. A direct order. So everything you did can be right. Like say they hurt you, so you got to be hurt first, and then challenge them. Because if you don't, it's like, oh, well, you didn't follow the direct order, so it doesn't matter. So everything they did was right because you didn't follow the direct order, even though the direct order was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So let me get back to the story real quick. So this is what this fucking cop does. The whole system is broken. You know what I'm saying? So he's talking to me. I said, no, you can't search the car, yada, yada, yada. Like, I'm in the car. He said, yeah, but I seen you driving. He said, check this out. I'm going to arrest you for driving with suspended license. And then I'm going to search the car anyway. So by then, he gets out of the car. We're talking. 5 police pull up, come up. And they halfway surround me. Now the path is right there to the hood. So I'm thinking like, all right, once I hit that path, I'm in my neighborhood, I'm gone. They can have the car, they can have the drugs. I'll fight that another day. You know what I'm saying? I'll get to that another day, but anything is better than going to jail right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I just came home from my first bed, and now it's traumatizing going back. So, like a long story short, they surround me, but it's a half circle, and they leave a part open where the path is visible to me. And this is a dumbass plan. But now I'm just reacting. That's why you got to act and not react. Because now I'm just reacting to something that probably is impossible. But sometimes I do impossible shit and get away with it. And you'll learn that from highly dysfunctional. That's why we start here. But anyway, they surround me in a half circle, and it starts raining out. And I'm pacing back and forth. Now, all they want to do is search the car because they're looking for guns. They don't want to arrest me because I'm not under arrest. He just wants to search the car. So I got the keys, and I'm talking shit like a regular person. Like, you won't search this car, you won't get these keys, da-da-da.
Oh
so he's like, yo, we're going to arrest you for this, and we're going to search the car anyway. So because we're going to impound your car. So that's how they're going to search it. They're going to arrest me, and they're going to have to impound my car.
With no probable cause.
None. And the car's in the driveway, so why you got to impound it? You're only supposed to impound a car if it's on in the middle of the road or something.
On private property.
Exactly. So this is all fucked up. Long story short, I try to run. I slip and fall. This is resisting arrest. This is all I did. And I'm not even under arrest. All they want to do is search my car illegally.
No Miranda laws.
Nothing. I slip and fall. They jump on top of me. Now, I'm trying to get up and run. I'm trying to get away because they whooping my ass, right? They whooping my ass. I'm trying to get away. They macing me, hit me, tasering me, everything. So I'm struggling because I'm scared. Now, you scared if somebody hitting you. Now they be like, oh, yeah, you're resisting. You fucking me up, motherfucker. I'm not resisting. You whooping my ass. This is a normal reaction. Nobody's gonna stand still while they get hit. Even if they're not hitting back, they're gonna do something. Oh, you're resisting. No, you're whooping my ass. So then I give up because I can't breathe. So I can relate to George Floyd. Rest in peace to George Floyd. Rest in peace to Corey Gaines. Oh, I just lost all these. Unbelievable. Yeah, so they whoop my ass. So I give up because the mace and combine that with them on top of me, I can't breathe.
How many cops?
5, 6 cops. I got arrested for assaulting 6 officers. Now all they want to do is get the keys, so I'm not even under arrest. Now the whole time they fighting with my hand. So now I let the keys go because I can't breathe. I'm like, please. So they cuffed me up, threw me in the car, broke through my car, found a drug, whatever the case may be. So now I'm just thinking, all right, I got resisting arrest, and I got a drug charge. I'm not even thinking about me beating no cops up a violent crime.
Because you were already on the ground.
I'm already on the ground. I'm talking to them the whole night. They put me on the phone with my family, let me call people, just let them know I'm in jail, whatever. I wake up thinking I'm going to get bailed out on a drug charge before parole drops a hole. I wake up, and the cops are aggressive. They're like 10 deep, 20 deep. When did y'all go to the hospital? I just said I talked to y'all all night. They rushed me to the hospital, roughing me up, and I'm front page news. I'm arrested for assaulting, putting hospitalizing 5, 6 police officers. Do you know their injuries was a back injury, the fake claim, a scraped knee, a busted elbow from what? Jumping on me and whooping my motherfucking ass. I'm wounded, scars all over the place. The cop admits to stalling me until the cops get there. So meaning I wasn't pulled over. He says he knocked on the window and I rolled down the window. The window was sealed by the company because the railing was off. I testified, I had to letters from the company. They wouldn't testify, but they sent the letter saying, yes, the car was sealed. My lawyer, Daniel Bertolino, railroaded me. I was taken into trial. We're in pre-trial because I want to get the evidence thrown out. Legal search and seizure. See what I'm saying? So if I had no reason to get pulled over, then the whole thing is illegal.
But you weren't even pulled over.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's illegal. So once it's illegal, it doesn't matter what happened. That was the fight. This shit should never happen. I wasn't in the car. Just because you see me drive, don't matter. You see me drive, I'm not in the car. Fuck that. Daniel Bertolino in the middle of the trial. I'm going, this is my first time. We don't know shit. Paid all this money for this fucking lawyer. And then because, they pick and choose when they go do their job. And they're not good lawyers. They give some of us away, and they get some of us off, depending on who's who. This motherfucker says, yo, listen, man, this DA, I know this guy. He's a rookie. Doesn't know what he's doing. They don't have no evidence. So we don't have to do nothing. I guarantee victory. I should be able to sue this motherfucker right now. He guaranteed victory. I go home, my family's happy, thinking we about to get a misdemeanor. That's what we're talking about. I come back to a decision of, you know what I'm saying, with even more charges. And they offered me more time and threatened me if I took it to trial, they're going to charge me consecutively for each assault or each police assault. That was my word against 6 police officers. Now the lawyer's like, oh, we gotta fight. I said, how we gonna fight? You just told me we win this part, and I don't trust you no more. We don't got no fucking money for a trial. It's like $1,000 a day. He says, you're gonna lose the trial and beat them on the pill because they don't have no evidence. So I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Because then you're going to prison anyway.
Going to prison anyway, and it takes years for a pill. Shit, by then, I'll be finished 6 years and 6 years like this. And tied me up in the system for 10 years for meat Nelson. The system is broken. And that is the main thing. This is important. This is injustice in America. And I can relate to all of it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to be held accountable. The DA, the DA, the police, the judge are all in connection to lock your ass up. They're not there trying to find justice. They're trying to find a reason to put you in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
That's why education and voting are key.
So make sure you guys go out there and vote on November 3rd. I pray it works out for us, because if it doesn't, we're in a world of trouble. And I just think it's crazy that we got to police the government so they won't cheat us. And how can they not cheat us? You know what I'm saying? But we got to go in good faith. We got to rush the polls, and hopefully somebody has a heart, and hopefully these people that's in charge of this stuff doesn't do a correct job and can't be corrupted. People that have positions like that got to live free so they can't be corrupted. You see what I'm saying? They got to be in positions where they can't be corrupted. Like a priest is supposed to be what? Sitting free, right? No sex, no nothing. right? Because he don't need anything. He's not supposed to be falling victim to the pleasures of the world. And that's what these people in positions need to be. Can't have people getting rich off our fucking sweat and tears. Shout out to The Real. This is another successful installment, Injustice in America, of highly dysfunctional. I just flew solo and you just heard the best shit you ever heard in your life. Go out there and vote. Episode number 4. Go out there and vote November 3rd. Shout out to The Real. And Rick Ross, mind your fucking business. You got your own issues. Let these people do what they got to do and talk about what we need to do on November 3rd. Peace and love. I'm out of here.